Hey guys, we're back with Genshin. I was over here trying to level Durin up a little bit. What did I get him to? He is level... Where are you, Durin? Where are you, little one? There he is. Right next to Mona. Right next to Mona. I still need to look up which ones are good for him, like sword, you know, his weapon, other stuff. But we're gonna do his quest. And if we have time, this. Because all these characters... Oh, even Durin gets buffed? Huh. Huh. Cool. So all these characters are getting buffed. I don't know why Venti needs to be buffed. He's still incredibly viable. But, you know. You'll need 5 calendar days for your quest experience. Please plan your time accordingly. Well, that's kind of stupid, Genshin. Why would you do that? Durin's outfit. A mother's last wish. Alright, we're going... Guess we'll just go... Yeah. I don't know why it's like time gating it in a way of like, oh, you need 5 days, but the thing's only going to be around for a certain amount of time. That's fucking stupid. It should just be like an event, like, oh.
Oh, traveler from beyond this world, will you witness this tale unfold?
Alice?
You recognized me just like that?
Of course.
Maybe I need to work on my impression.
Yeah,
Anywho, come to Star Sand Shoal. There's a little something I'd like your help with.
like, I want to...
Well, it wouldn't be Clay's mom without a hefty dose of mystery, huh? Let's go see what this is about.
Can I? Okay. Now Durin's passed. Yeah. We already know, if you played the game, you know all about his past. We met him in Simulanka, and then during the Mondstadt Archon quest, Albedo gave him a human form. Aw, there's their baby. He's the baby. Durin, look at the mess you made.
It's Durin!
Hmm? Traveler in Paimon? Huh. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
No, I hope we didn't scare you.
No, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
It's all good. We've had worse.
I've had better. Is this abyssal power inside you acting up?
Ah, no, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that. What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently.
Random
Maybe I'm still
flare-ups.
acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Well,
Well,
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
it's like, Alice?
so, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you.
Or else.
I have brought you and the traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
Granddaughter?
My mom.
I mean, M.
Indeed, fairy
Oh,
tale
yeah,
author
that
extraordinaire Anya Marie Andersdaughter.
Yeah.
See, I knew
I'm
this would
thinking
be
of
right up
original
your alley.
Durin. Original Durin, the
Now
one
then,
who's
if you'll
taken
open
out
the
by
book,
Dvalin.
I will begin
That was
narrating.
Rhine Daughter created Durin, or Durin, like the dragon spine Durin. Created Albedo, Rift Hounds. So Durin, at least not this Durin, but the other Durin and Albedo are technically brothers, along with the Rift Hounds, which is awkward because they're not, like sentient. They're sentient, but they but the fact that Albedo is related to Durin and the Rift Hounds, they're technically brothers, or whatever. Durin was a boy. I don't know about the Rift Hounds. I don't want to assume their gender. It's 2025. But yeah, she created. So when she said Alice said mother, I just immediately went to Rhine Daughter, but he's from the book from Simulanka, so not Rhine Daughter in there. It's a different member of the Hexen Circle. The Hexen Circle, and it's M who's his mom here. Are we gonna get a flashback? The day that Writer and the Watcher crossed paths. The Heartless? That'd be cool if we get like a flashback of Simulanka. That place was pretty cool.
What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic after
There's
all.
Alice. There's Alice.
Aha! So it is Alice!
Wait, who else would it be?
Hello, Aunt Alice.
Aunt Alice.
Oh, no need to
No
be
need to
shy.
call me Aunt Alice.
Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece.
It really
Without
was.
the
It was
original
really cool.
author, it would be impossible to create a sequel, even for me.
She understands. Some
But
things are
you
just
all
best
right
left.
about one thing.
Perfect.
Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
What's this?
A book. It's the book we just saw.
This is your mother's dying wish.
My mother's dying wish
Again?
was a book?
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be
No.
a writer's greatest regret?
Not seeing how
Have
their
you
story
ever read a
finishes.
book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
I have, but I'm not sure who wrote it.
That's because it was the work of more than one person. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. M was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up. But
Then
by
she
the
died.
time everyone had finished writing their parts, M had passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy.
Hmm.
And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished.
That's what I said. It's like never being able to see your story basically end. So.
All is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
And they live happily
Then
ever
what's
after
this
the end.
book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She made me promise that I would bring it to you because she believed the
Who cares
only
about you?
person who could resolve this regret is you.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
Yeah, being that she was a writer.
Mhm. You could say that.
I love Alice.
And
She
I
is so
guess
fucking
resolving
gorgeous.
the regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
This is
Her
Alice
answer
we're
was
talking
quite
about.
the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said. I really would. but that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that.
Spoilers.
Spoilers ruin everything.
Oh,
Fine. We'll just deal with the breadcrumbs. It's hardly the first time we've... It's hardly the first time you've strung us along like this.
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
I understand.
I love her.
But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
I love how her hair does like this flame thing right there in the back. Kind of goes up like a flame. She's just so gorgeous. And I said, what was it, yesterday, or the last one when I was finishing up the art during the Archon quest, I doubt her pyro vision is actually real. As a powerful mage, like someone who is above god level, you know, Archon level, I seriously doubt she needs a vision. Venti doesn't even need a vision. The vision that Venti has is fake. He doesn't need one. He's an animo sprite, you know, an animo spirit. So he doesn't need it. And as powerful as she is, I seriously doubt she needs it either. But just the hair, how it goes up, it kind of like forms like a little flame type thing, and I love her design and being able to hear her and see her finally, because we first met her in the Golden Apple Archipelago, but it was just her voice. It was just her voice, and we've heard her several times, but we're finally getting to see Alice in the flesh. You know, this renowned world traveler who can travel between dimensions and the border of Teyvat and Klee's mom. I wonder if we'll ever see Klee's dad. Of course, the idiots on Twitter and Reddit are spazzing out because she's married. You know, she has a wedding ring on. But apparently they don't like just heterosexual nuclear family. You know, they're losing their collective minds over her being married. And we know she's married, and we know he's still alive because Klee talks about him. So, but I'm glad to finally see her.
Relax. Why else do you think your dear
Breaking the
aunt
fourth
went
wall
and
again by
found you
fixing the
two
camera.
such wonderful helpers? With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
And that was another thing. She breaks the fourth wall. Like during her intro, she takes the camera and like lifts it a little more to when Nicole's introducing herself, the thing appears on the side and Nicole starts losing. She's like, no, you know, she doesn't want Alice to interfere like that, which makes me think it's like, okay, remember when we've met Child or anyone else, and we get that thing popping up saying, you know, like Child, 11th of the Fatui Harbingers, and like, has Alice been watching us the whole time, and she's the one putting those title cards up for us? Because we've seen her do it already, not only with herself, but with Nicole as well. So has she been putting these title cards up for us to, you know who they are and their names and all that? She's clearly able to break the fourth wall, you know, grabbing the camera and adjusting stuff. That's why we're here. I'm happy to help, especially Mommy Alice.
If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll
It
have
was
to find
50
it
Shades of
yourself,
Grey.
here inside this book.
Hmm.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Oh, I'm on. Like, seriously.
The actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Never is.
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book. Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
M left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
And this is...
See, she interacts with
This,
the world
my dear little
itself
Paimon, is the
and
ink
the
M
game.
left
She's
behind.
like,
Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it.
how very magical.
It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
Yeah, I doubt that.
So we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
Oh, it just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Those are the best kinds of
Perhaps
chases.
it's just another form of storytelling. M was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
Yeah, I doubt that, but not about the prize. It's about the friends you make along the way.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
I know I can make it through, and we'll help. We're here to help.
With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That
Okie
should be
dokie.
pretty much all you need to know.
See, he has a wedding ring, and most people are like, "Oh, well, it's not a wedding ring because it's on the wrong hand." Well, in Europe, which is what Mondstadt's based on, they have their wedding ring on the other hand, and Mondstadt is where they pretty much set up as their home because they like, she went to Mondstadt and loved the freedom part of it, and she thought it'd be a great place for Klee to grow up. So, yeah, considering she's living in a place based on Europe, Germany, Switzerland, those places, yeah, the ring's on this hand. So the community is losing their collective minds because, oh no, their ships aren't canon anymore. Oh no, their lesbian ships aren't canon. Oh me,
And
oh
once the story's
my.
complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
How will we find you? Just call out.
Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Oh, just give me a few minutes with her. I don't think she'll be hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out. All right,
Grab it.
off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
Whoa! Oh god, it feels like fucking Kingdom Hearts and 100-Acre Woods. Say the magic known as storytelling was born. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
Here we are again. Alice's magic really is incredible, huh?
Let's take a look at this book.
Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues.
Look on the lookout for clues.
Huh?
Oh god, it's Winnie the Pooh.
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past.
Knights? Huh.
There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this
Yeah.
mysterious place could be?
Yeah. Obviously, the Mondstadt
Hey,
Library.
you might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I mean, really, it's the only place that has knights. So, if you're thinking in context clues, knights, we only have those in Mondstadt. You have the Knights of Avonius. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this just takes us through each of the nations again. Like, first we got to go back to Mondstadt, then we got to go to Liyue for something. Because no one can just say it properly. They're like Liyue, Liu. So I just like Liu.
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, It's where my mother was from,
Yep.
and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two of you along
Nah, we're
on
always
such a
looking for a
long
reason
journey.
to go back to Mondstadt. I love Mondstadt.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's go.
We're on the road to Viridian City, the magic known as storytelling. We're currently involved. Oh yeah, that's the unexpected commission. Yeah, I think it might take us through the nations, which would be cool. Yeah, which one is the unexpected commission? All right. Guess we'll just do this on as well. We'll just do this one as well. Again, I don't know why they need to buff Venti. Venti's still already pretty powerful. So, but apparently, like, it's buffing, you know, Razor and Klee to the point where they're on par now with like Raiden Shogun, Wika, and
Whoa, this is way too many books. Considering this library organizing job is classified as a premium commission, Paimon came mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
where's Lisa?
Why, if it isn't Cutie and
Oh, there
Paimon.
she is.
What brings you back to Mondstadt?
I just wanted to hear you say ara 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 ara.
Let me guess. You missed me so much, you just had to come visit. Is that it?
You saw right through me, mommy.
You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
Oh yeah, know it.
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance?
Pleased to meet you.
Ah, music to my ears. Now,
Hmm.
as you can see,
And my
a
large
certain
boobs.
anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us.
My breasts are too big for this game.
Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection.
Oh,
There are
no
books
doubles.
of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Troublesome, I know. So this wasn't an odd job I could
Catcher in the
trust to
Rye in
just
there.
anyone. And sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would take ages.
If only you had two willing slaves.
All that to say, I'm very relieved to see you here.
Oh,
I would treat you
too.
to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place, perhaps another time, yes?
oh God, the view is just fine
Leave
for
the
me.
commission to us.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here. I'll leave you to it.
Is Tom Riddle's diary in here? Can we see the memories? I want to see what happened 50 years ago and who actually went into the Chamber of Secrets. What?
Finally, we made it to the last stack.
Is it the last stack,
Even are
finally?
some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and Basics of Whopper Flower Cultivation.
Huh.
Who'd grow one of those anyway?
Yeah.
What's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary?
Ooh.
That
It's got
title's kinda
effects on it.
suspicious.
It must be important.
Did we already sort this area? Did you
Yeah.
notice it earlier?
No, it's not on the list either.
Well, witches always make Paimon think of, you know.
The Hex and Zuckle. Oh,
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Alice is all over the fucking
Alice? How did you get in here?
place.
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh. I'm on
Man.
that book had issues.
Alice's voice actress is getting
Have you
paid
ever
real well.
read the storybook,
He's eating
The
good.
Little Witch and the Undying Fire, by any chance?
Did you just ask us this before? I think so.
Splendid! That makes things easier to explain. This book was written as a dictionary for that other story. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
That explanation makes things even more confusing.
You're making everything too
Oh,
convoluted.
Oh dear, where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes? Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation.
Yeah.
Waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how M put it. Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place.
Sounds like a lot of work. So how do we factor in exactly?
Well, we looked into Barbie's
Barbies.
spyglass and came
Barbeloff.
up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary. Striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
It's true.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
I see where what's going on here. I see what's going on here.
Book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it?
I can see what's
Through them,
happening.
you know?
Oh dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh. Sure you didn't.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions.
You're Alice. Yes,
Much
you can.
better to hide it in plain sight.
Yes, you
see.
can.
That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends. And as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun.
Oh, we will. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, Alice. Alright, complete the related quest to unlock additional talents for the corresponding character. Certain character skills and constellation effects will also change. Each witch's homework quest is focused on a specific character. Obtain the corresponding characters, increase their level to 70, which I don't think we have to worry about. I think most of them are past to unlock their related quest. Okay. Like, seriously, is this like all we get to invite? I think they're all maxed out. Yeah, they're all maxed out. That really doesn't matter. Into the back. We'll actually do that later. Really don't feel like doing that right now. I just want to get the quest done. All right. See.
East Bomb so heavy.
All right. Now what's it do? After completing Witch's homework of Leaves That Spark, Lee will become a Hexerai character. When the party includes at least 2 Hexerai characters, you will gain the Hexerai Secret Right effect, which enhances Hexerai. When Lee deals damage with normal attacks, elemental skills, or elemental burst, she gains 1 boom badge that lasts 20 seconds. Each type of attack can grant at most 1 boom badge this way, and each badge has its own independent timer. While Klee has 1, 2, or 3 boom badges, her special charged attack, Boom Boom Strike, deals 115, 130, or 150% respectively of its original damage. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's cool. I mean, clearly this is going to be stuff that I like do on my own time. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. There we go. Can we get much higher? So high. There we go. On the road again.
Back in the Mondstadt Library, huh?
Yeah, I know. You haven't been here in a while.
Trip down memory lane.
Been a while.
So we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
An index.
We're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Making a racket in a library?
Ooh,
You
baby.
should know better than that.
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Durin, we need to talk. There's only room for 1 cutie around here. And it's not you. I love you, boy, but no. I'm the one and only cutie here. I will murder you if you get close to my Lisa.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
When did that happen?
Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand. I figured if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
And large
Why,
breasts.
of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow
Yeah.
some books?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Take a look at this. Whoa! It blows her mind, like literally blows her mind. Now she's just a corpse on the ground.
I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog. Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Like zoinks!
Seriously?
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised
I'd like
if
to
he
know
was
her
seeing
inside
things.
and out.
Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after.
There is a slight possibility.
According to the report,
According to
there are
the
3 of these
judgment.
books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Wouldn't want librarian Lisa to do her job or anything.
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what Lisa makes of it.
Take a look at this.
Did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa.
We need to snitch. No. No.
An experiment log. Looks like part of the title's been erased.
You
There's
should
something
show it to Lisa.
seriously... Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee. Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious. Huh. There's definitely something fishy about this one.
Oh, hey, look, it's my favorite. Backdoor Sluts 9.
Let's hang on to this one for now.
The novelization.
One of the ones we're
Backdoor
looking
Sluts
for.
9.
It's one of M's after all.
What else? What? Hey, look, there's Ella. Hey, Ella.
Well, did you manage to find them? This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we could tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters. Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Huh.
Really? Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Sounds like someone should burn it.
Still, if that maid read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them?
The second strongest spell in existence.
Truly extraordinary, and certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
I can't imagine why.
So, it's some kind of book of spells?
Ooh,
Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
not for
It's
Alice.
true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells,
Ooh.
but honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
And it's meant to keep being kept away from Klee because Klee, being Alice's daughter, Klee is the one creating all her own bombs. So if anyone would be able to succeed, it would be Klee. But Klee, being who she is right now, I'm sure she'd blow up half the fucking Teyvat accidentally. So, yeah, it's probably best not to, she's already destructive enough as it is. She's already like the most powerful, next to Venti, most powerful in Mondstadt, canonically, I think, because of how dangerous she is and her prowess of being able to build all these things like these bombs and all, having Alice's DNA, it's that's a scary thing. Actually, no, it'd be either Alice or Klee or Albedo, because Albedo is Creation Rhine-daughter. But those two definitely, for different reasons, are extremely scary if their powers were to run wild.
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Clee see it too early would spoil the surprise. Well, did you manage to find them?
Verses.
Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Huh. But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside.
50 Shades of
You've
Village
heard of the
Girls.
great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes? 500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon
Yeah.
descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued.
I was talking about that
But
earlier.
in the end, the evil dragon fell.
The original
and
Durin.
Dragonspine became its resting place.
We're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Yup.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads, but this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
They fear
So
the
the
power
version in the
contained.
poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer.
Which one, Durin or Dvalin? Dvalin's still around. We could just go
Well,
ask him.
Would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, I thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying it actually exists?
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice
All that
cup
hard
of
work
tea.
of us looking for the books and you standing there. Yeah, you definitely worked hard.
We've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
I wonder what would happen if we went to go talk to Durin about, or Dvalin about it.
Wait,
If he'd be able to really tell us
look.
anything about it. Because that would be cool, having us go to Old Mondstadt or, you know, Storm Terror's lair and talk to Dvalin. Like, hey, what, you know, 500 years ago when you were fighting Durin, find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of stories lie. Act 1, Birth.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake.
To be Durin.
Bravely did the people resist, until at last the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that. borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
What should be used to adorn his cradle? A wisp of woodland air creates a palatial splendor. A palatial splendor.
At last she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a trace of palatial splendor. Then she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
It sounds more whimsical than, you know, a wisp of air or whatever.
Whoa! We're actually inside the story!
Are we seeing a
This
figment
must
of...
be Aunt Alice's magic.
We're seeing a figment of M. That was the opening we just heard, right? Sounds like the story about Durin. Yep. That's what it was.
Yeah!
Not just the real
A
Durin, but
story about
this Durin.
me?
no, the other
Why don't we
Durin.
just see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Actually, no, it was about both
Okay.
Durins. About the fall of Durin and then the creation of this Durin.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
Kind of weird that that's there,
Whoa,
considering
that
M is
came out
dead.
of nowhere. Was that the same voice we heard just now?
Sounds like this story even has its own narrator.
Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean M? She used to tell you stories?
Unless this is being
Yeah.
used like from his
She loved it.
memories or something.
Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold.
5 days.
Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh, is that a hint?
Let's follow her suggestion for now.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, explore the surroundings.
This Dodoko doll is meant to be the witch in the story, right?
Yeah, but that's meant to be
Wait
M.
a second. All the people we've seen that look like that turned out to be mages from the Hexen Circle. Do you think the witch in this
Yep.
story is one of them too?
My
Yep,
mother had a hat just like this.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're seeing
The
M,
witch must
you know,
be
M's
M.
little Dodoko
Well,
form.
looks like this story really is about Durin, huh?
Aw.
Whether the sprite spoke true or not, it had little bearing on the story at hand.
I mean, this is sweet. I mean, even though M is dead, just Durin being able to interact with something with similar to his mom, probably is really nice for him.
For in that moment, what mattered most was not that she was a witch, but a mother waiting for her child to hatch.
Let's keep looking.
Let's go look at his egg.
This must be the dragon egg, right?
Yeah, it seems
Looks
to
like
be.
it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
This is my story, isn't it?
Sure looks like it.
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
Well, eggs need heat. Maybe use pyro on it.
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
God, John,
What?
you're so funny and attractive and so
Roast
fucking
the
smart.
dragon egg?
Oh yeah.
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh,
Wanna give it a try,
have a point
Durin?
there.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Destroy the egg.
Clearly, both the golden-haired traveler and the dragon youth were eagerly awaiting the little dragon's birth, though perhaps their longing burned a little too brightly. Still, such fiery anticipation might itself become a blessing.
There you go.
At last, under the witch's expectant gaze,
No,
the little dragon
little
broke
bitty
free
Durin.
from its shell.
That's so sweet.
No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so. Just like the witch who created that evil dragon.
The Rhine daughter.
But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted. You are loved. And you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
That's so sweet.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
Oh.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side.
Oh, that's cute. We're all
Together,
Dodicos.
they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life.
I like ours and
Holding her
Paimons.
dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Ooh, nice shot.
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world.
Are we?
Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter?
Or at least, so it is Durin's story after all, or at least a window into his past.
Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet?
Because
Durin
it's not
broke free
finished.
from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon.
Maybe there'll be more, maybe some clues in the following chapters.
True. Everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Huh.
Huh.
Is this thing on? All right, that should
There's
do it.
Alice.
Hey, that's Alice's voice.
Hey, Alice.
Hello there, children. If you're hearing
Hello
this,
there,
you've stumbled
children.
upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
Some god
The
she
good
turned out to
news is,
be.
You can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create. Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Aw,
Toodles.
man. though.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back. So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break.
Guess now's a good time as any.
Yeah! Paimon has a sudden craving for the good hunter's sticky
Fucking
honey roast.
course, Paimon.
And we happen to be in Mondstadt,
Fucking
so...
course.
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway.
Alright. 9 hours. Like, why do it this way? It's so stupid. We got some time. Let's do... Tales of Time and Wind. Talk to Venti. The Witch's Dictionary doesn't mention anything specific task related to Venti, but you still follow its guidance and search for him around Mondstadt. Oh, and we get to hear Erica, so.
Try and stop me!
Okay, it's kind of funny that Venti's over there for the thing representing Istaroth. We know that Venti has a portion of Istaroth's power. Hey, Venti.
I'll take that as a yes then.
Oh. Is Venti talking to Istaroth?
Ah, finally, you're here! Do you have a message for me from someone by any chance?
Actually...
There's not a single prophecy about you in that dictionary. That's what you were about to say, right?
Wouldn't gliding be faster? The mages wanted me to come see you anyway, though.
Oh? One moment, then. Your curiosity seems as strong as ever, Barbeloth. Alas, my future will have to remain absent from your dictionary. The wind may be happy to let dandelions trace its form and have poets sing it into verse, but to be contained is hardly its nature. So, dear Barbeloth, please do set your pen down. Words heard on the wind are not meant to be recorded on the page. If you're truly interested in this legend, allow me to fashion it into a poem. I'll be sure to share it with you ladies at our next tea party.
Barbeloth? She?
Barbeloth has always been a reasonable person, and I believe she heard my request.
She's not as fun as the others, or, you know, because she's... The way she sounds, obviously, she's probably older than Alice. Like, obviously, clearly older than Alice. But, yeah, she's... she is reasonable. So...
As such, our conversation should be free from interruptions for now. Wait! Barbeloth was listening in just now? Paimon didn't notice a thing! Well, she is a Hexencircle mage. They all have quite a few tricks up their sleeves.
But what if they don't have sleeves?
Yeah, you noticed right away and even got her to leave us alone. Doesn't that make you the real master at cards here?
Given the various practical factors at play, I'd call myself a master with limits.
There you go, being all secretive again. Well, anyway, there wasn't a single thing about you in that dictionary.
Yeah, she told me to come here and wait.
You being here is enough. Barbeloth's prophecy concerning me may be incomplete, but it's not incorrect. There's something I need to do, and I could indeed use your help.
You can count on me, Venti. I love you.
Trusty as always.
I love Venti.
In that case, could you play a song with me later?
But is that all you need me to do?
Yep, that's all.
But don't worry, this isn't a performance to decide the fate of some consequential event. It's just a duet between friends.
I hope it's just automatic because I really don't
The
like
last
playing the
time I played
instruments in
this
these
song,
things.
the howling gale was my sole audience, and the notes scattered in all directions, leaving only fragments of the melody behind. But now, with a friend like you by my side, why should the wind alone bear witness to this music? Besides, I think my hands will be just that much steadier, playing alongside a trusty friend like you.
I'll play the best I can.
That's all I ask.
Be counting on you.
Now, let's head to the performance venue. If we follow the breeze, we'll be there in no time.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
All right, let's get going.
Oh.
Just relax and let the wind
Oh, we're
lead the
doing
way.
this. Bum 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 bum. This is actually really cool. You know, and I've said, like, when I first started Genshin, I said that they really should have like some kind of airway travel, at least here in Mondstadt.
No need to hold your breath. In and out. Easy does it.
Oh, we're heading over
I
to
let the
the
birds know we'll
island
be coming, so we won't run into them.
in honor of Istaroth, Shade of Time.
Don't worry. It's just a little ocean spray. You won't get soaked. Ah, the delightful sea breeze. Go on, breathe it in.
It's like I swallowed a mouthful of seawater.
We're almost there.
I remember the first time I came to this island. Oh, that was ages ago. I got over here by building the bridge with Kaya.
Kind of familiar.
Yeah, we've been here before, Paimon. This island.
Not always. It was once an isle like any other. An ordinary, unassuming aggregation of sand and gravel. That is, until seeds of stories were brought here by the wind and cultivated by time. And in due course, the wind brought forth new tales, and time caused them to grow into legends. So with that, allow me to welcome you in truth to this island favored by time, traveler. This is the place where time and wind met in the distant past.
So this is time and wind met in the distant past. So this is where I'm guessing Istaroth gave Fenty a portion of her power.
Whoa. You
Whoa,
suddenly
whoa,
sound
wait up,
so
you asshole.
serious, Tone Deaf Bard. Paimon's not sure she's following this conversation anymore either.
Is this the island where that actually happened, though? I would assume.
Fret not, dear Paimon. The best stories always start with a bit of suspense and intrigue. I told you about this before, remember? About how I encountered time at the Thousand Winds Temple and received some help? Well, it was because of time's help that those first winds of freedom were able to blow so strongly.
Yep.
But forceful gales like that are most suited to wiping things clean, not helping things grow. So, after a few crises in Mondstadt were resolved, I made the winds gentler. Just strong enough to bolster the people in times of need without knocking them off their feet.
So we're here now to do what exactly?
Shadows gather in the distance. I'm sure you felt it too. I've heard about the
Shadows?
Pyro
You mean
Archon's face-off with the
shades?
ruler of death, Renova, and what happened to the Fatui Harbinger, the captain.
Thank you for bringing up such a painful experience, Fenty. But the fact that he's like name dropping and that's really cool.
And that's not even mentioning how abyssal activity has been encroaching closer and closer to Mondstadt. I fear the impending crisis may be beyond what humans alone can solve. In light of that, I need to be prepared.
Illidan would
It is
be
the Animal
be
Archon's
proud.
duty to intervene in times of need. As such, I, Barbados, will bring forth a wind strong enough to disperse whatever storm lies ahead. But if I whip up a gale of such strength in Mondstadt City, it would just turn the place upside down. Clothes, hats, the flowers that rest on people's balconies. That's why I chose to do it here. A place where I once offered an ode to time. Who knows? Perhaps time shows this island special favor precisely on account of my lovely, lovely music.
Wait, so is this place really that special? It sure doesn't look like it.
Not anymore, at least.
There's a tide that ebbs and flows, and a bunch of birds that come and go.
The Rune Guards.
It just seems normal.
Time's impact on things isn't limited to what the eye can see. Think of it like a ripe sunsetia. If the outer peel remains intact, it's nearly impossible for the average person to tell whether the fruit inside is ripe. But even the tiniest hole in said peel will cause the fruit to rot, starting from that spot. Nestled in the hands of time, not one blemish marks this island's peel. Thus, time's influence on its very essence remains hidden to all. At the most fundamental level, of course, all things that lack time's favor will be erased at some point. But with the power that remains here, I can leverage time to draw a boundary around the wind. That way, the outside world won't notice a thing, no matter how powerful of a gale I whip up here.
Huh.
Of course, as the one requesting help, I should offer something in return. That's why I invited you here, traveler, so we could perform an ode to time together. Just let me know when you're ready. Oh, and I can lend you an instrument if you need one.
God, I don't like the instruments. I'm ready.
Great. Let's
Good.
get started.
This will take 5 real days to complete. God. Okay, no, god damn it. Do. And then Eye of the Storm appears. Oh god, he's creating a black hole. Oh.
Ah, looks like our music has moved some in our audience to step on stage.
Eye of the Storm.
But that's against concert
Oh.
rules, so let's usher them out.
Oh.
I understand your love for music, of course. But for now, I'm going to have you leave the premises.
Haha, all the Archons working together.
Gather!
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines
None
eternal.
can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
All right, that should do it. That was an exquisite performance, traveler. Thank you.
Exquisite. That's the power of love. The power you unleashed just now.
Ah, don't worry. That power was mine and mine alone. No external help was involved. Think of it like tuning a musical instrument so that it might play melodies lovelier still.
Ha! So you do have some tricks up your sleeve. What else are you hiding, huh?
Oh, Paimon. How many tricks could I possibly have?
All of them.
I only have 2 sleeves, after all.
Well, what up your pant
You
leg
know
then?
that's not what Paimon meant, tone-deaf bard.
I have a feeling the wind is gonna be pretty strong today. We should head back to Mondstadt and tell people to hold on to their hats.
Of the Waking of Wind. Homework complete. All right. Where is Venti? After completing, yeah, we don't already know that. While the Storm Eye, created by the Elemental Burst Wind's Grand Ode, is active for 4 seconds after a nearby active character triggers a swirl effect, that character's damage is increased by 50%. And Venti's Storm Eye deals 135% of its original damage. Wow. Huh. Groovy. Do I, like, really... It doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't really matter. Hi, the Princess Endeavor Ertelong. Alright. Let me just go ahead and make a wish. Gaming! Yay! Yay! Gaming! I'm totally gonna use you, gaming. Evil Daunting Roar. Okay. Alright, let's go back. Yay! Did I can't remember. Yeah, I didn't do it yet today. I'll do it later on or something. No, I don't have to do it.
Ad
Fuck you,
Astra
Sarah.
Abyssa.
Fuck you, Sarah.
Thank you for
There we go. All right. So we saw what those things are about. The witches dictionary and all that. We got started with the event for Durin. I hate this whole, oh, you need 5 whole days in order to do it. So, anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.